Just imagine first, you didn't wear the mask and you have to go to your friend's wedding or party. Are you worried about it? Of course, you probably get a COVID. However, if I told you everyone in that room or in that church get vaccinated, are you still worried about it? You feel safe, right? Hi everyone, my name is Xinyu Huang, and today let me introduce you about the mandatory vaccinating. The first COVID case has been reported in China 2 years ago, and now it still bothers human beings. This kind of disease spread really fast and difficult to treat. At the time vaccine came out, people were surprised find the real weapon against the COVID. At the same time, many companies and state governments are mandating their employees to get a vaccine, but it gets opposed by many people. These people do not agree with the mandatory vaccine. However, I think there are a lot of benefits of the mandatory vaccine. I fully respect their ideas, but I hope after I introduce the benefits of the mandatory vaccine, they probably can evaluate it. To get started, let me simply define the vaccine. Vaccine is a reagent made with the virus and injected to the body to prevent and to treat the disease. According to the CDC, the COVID-19 vaccine can safely and effectively prevent COVID-19, including the serious illness and death. COVID-19 vaccines are effective in activating the human body's immune systems, make people less vulnerable. While the pediatric vaccination of MMR vaccines in the world have led to innate immune response of kids, showing the effectiveness of the vaccine approach for preventing COVID-19. Vaccines are basically just use dead virus to let people know who's the bad guy, and the next time when they see them again, they know how to protect you. Results of several studies have shown high efficacies of 95% to BNT162b2 mRNA COVID-19 vaccine of immune response in health population. So, you have seen so many data prove the vaccine are effective for the disease prevention and the treatment. But some people still say that, although I know the vaccine is good for my body, however, I just don't want anybody to tell me what to do. My body is in my control. Vaccination is not only the protection for oneself, but also the protection for others. If an individual not vaccinated, it may cause harm to others, especially those people who cannot achieve the self-protection. For example, the people who cannot be vaccinated because of the medical reason, and the elder, and the children, or the people who has weak immune systems. More people vaccinated can really help the entire society to achieve the herd immunity. When higher percentage of the people in the community have immunity, it will greatly reduce the spread of the COVID-19 and protect the people who are not being vaccinated. Although, if there is only one people in the community choose to refuse the vaccination, it will not affect the entire herd immunity. But if there is more and more people choose to do the same thing, it will cause the herd immunity failed, and there's gonna be more people get hurt. I think that's the reason why I think mandatory vaccinated is very important, because it can not only protect yourself but also the people you love. We're now turn back to the political. Some people still think the government should not be mandatory vaccinated because they think it's taking away his freedom. But it's completely wrong. Completely wrong. The mission of the government is to protect the people, but the government must be balanced individual freedom and the public interest. First, the government needs to protect the individual freedom of the citizens. Jackson versus Commonwealth of the Massachusetts, the Supreme Court of the United States clearly stated that the core value of the liberty stipulated by the Constitution is not a bounty right. The bounty right. It's not a bounty right, but could only be exercised under the crucial constitution of the common good, said by Beck. So the government did nothing wrong. The government also needs to protect the city and to avoid the citizen being hurt. The government also needs to protect the safety of the people and avoid harm to the citizens. And in this case, in COVID-19, the most easy way to achieve this goal is mandatory vaccination. All in all, our society are facing a huge challenge. What we should do is to unite it and to overcome the difficulty together. My introduction first introduced the effectiveness of the vaccine against the COVID. Then I described why the vaccine is not just for yourself, but for others. Finally, I explained to the opponent why the government should mandate vaccines. For myself personally, vaccination is the necessary thing in today's society. The society needs more and more people join the mandatory vaccination. So that we can win the war with the COVID as soon as possible. So, what do you think? If you are the decider of the mandatory vaccination, will you do it? Thank you very much.